by so much said. I'm in too deep. Waters I tread can't catch my breath. A shadow chasing me. A game of hide and seek. Found now have a key.
Well, we're late. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Deconversion Stories. We'll just, chalk it up to tech issues and whatnot. But today's guest, this is Mike right over here. He's the guest of honor for today. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I don't know if you guys like that new intro. I know you guys like the new intro, but there's that one part that just kind of makes me laugh every single time. It's that where it gets to myself and Mikey and Gutsick Gibbon, and Mikey's got that fucking look on his face. It just cracks me up every single fucking time. Anyways, welcome to the show, Mike.
Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
This is going to get confusing as fuck because both you guys are going to be like, who, me or him? Me, him?
Right. That's what I was. Yep. That's what I was thinking.
I will change my name to Neil.
Perfect. Now we won't get confused. But he spells it with a K. Anyways, Mike, you know what I do here. I talk to people about their journeys away from whatever belief systems they were once a part of, and kind of, have you take us on that ride. And I'll probably be like, hey, well, hold on, and have questions, and Mikey might as well. So just be ready for that. But basically, you just tell us the story, man. Just take us back to the days of being involved and how that shit just started. You're like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense anymore, kind of thing.
Sure. And I remember you said not to over prepare for this, but I do have a few notes. And of course, the first would be, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Honored to be invited to do such an awesome thing.
No, my pleasure.
I'm not very articulate. And I have a story about that. And don't have a lot of anecdotes, not an intellectual, just a sub-average dude once again. But I wasn't going to pass up the opportunity. And so I really appreciate it. And in addition to that, thank you so much to Ian for his time and support, because he definitely helped me through all the equipment I didn't have and, trying to get ready for this. So
very cool.
And Caitlin as well. Like that. And so anyhow, I grew up, I was raised somewhat Mormon. My upbringing was kind of
whoa. What do you mean somewhat Mormon? Like, explain that.
Like for instance, my mom was probably a believer. She's told me, no, at the time I actually did believe this stuff. My dad was part of the congregation. His brother, my uncle, was one of the higher ups. I don't know what silly names they give. I can't even remember at this point, but like bishop or something like that.
Kangaroo.
But I remember listening to the stories when I was 7 or 8 and thinking, you don't really believe this shit, right? Kind of the Ricky Gervais thing where in his stand-up where he's like, you hit a certain point where you're like, you don't actually believe this shit, right? And so it was very interesting to me that after a whole bunch of stories in between that I could give, but yes, my father ended up atheist. His brother Jim, my uncle, he ended up atheist. We were at a Blazer game, and he was just, all that shit I did when I was a Mormon, I can't believe I actually, and like I said, he was like one of the higher ups and he was just, I can't believe I spent that amount of time in my life doing this. And so everybody ended up atheist, which is why I would always say, yes, teach religion in schools. Absolutely. Please, every book, yes, because you will end up with a world of atheists. But
that's true.
That's the short of that. I have a little, like I said, little stories, side notes on how that, what my process was, but I was already non-convinced when I was about 8 years old. I just thought this is all ridiculous bullshit and gave up on that idea.
Wow, that's pretty young actually to pull yourself out of that. What do you think it was that kind of made you sort of just not believe?
I think it was the stories that I was being told by my mom when, again, going to sleep and listening to just Bible scripture, and that this is so absurd. This can't possibly be a real thing. And where's the evidence to back it up? And, you know, it was pretty much gone from about 8 years old on.
Were there any specific stories that kind of made you go, fuck off?
Yes. Yes. I have one for you right here. So also when I was 8 years old, I was playing tennis, hitting the ball against the wall at a local high school. And these teenagers had like a pit bull or a Doberman Pinscher or something, and released it on me. And to this day, I have a phobia. I rode my bike as hard as I could. I was bawling my eyes out, scared as hell. And I got over to the track and field area where there was some event going on. And there was this man and this woman that came up to me and said, "We'll protect you. You're okay. What's going on?" And I just, this dog, the one that's running over there right now, wild and crazy. Somebody released it on me. They're walking me back. I'm just bawling my eyes out. And they say, "You know why we did this? We're part of the Jehovah's Witness group, and we want you to know how much we care about people, and we would really like you to sign up for our organization." And I thought, again, not at the time, but even maybe a year or two later, just even at that age, what exploitation, how disgusting, these fucking people, seriously. Like, you're trying to, like, you're doing a nice deed, and then you're bringing this into it. And it really bothered me. It really, really bothered me. To this day, like I said, I'm scared of dogs. I don't like them.
Well, I mean, what seems ridiculous to me is like they're not actually doing it because they want to do it. They're doing it to recruit you.
Yes,
which is like, you see that
exactly
field right
how I
there?
felt.
That's where you can go fuck off to.
Yep. Yeah,
no,
that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm supposed to look at the camera. I don't know what I'm doing here. Something more recent. I can give another shout out to Objectively Dan. Yeah. He I was in a car accident first in my life, where I was rear-ended, and he responded to me because I sent, that was one of the first times I contacted anybody from the ACA, and just wanted to get the opinion on that. But it bothered me so much that huge gash in my head, sitting there, panic attack. And somebody walking by said, "God was looking out for you today."
Really? That he should have stopped the accident.
Right. Thank you. And I messaged that to Dan after watching an episode of Truth Wanted. Just like, dude, seriously, like, what the fuck is going on in somebody's mind that they think that is acceptable? Right. It would be similar to if I, like, how many times at a Christian memorial or funeral, well, you'll see this person again. It would be the exact same thing if I walked up to somebody and said, "I'm just so sorry, you're never going to see this person again." And like why would you do, like, yeah, I don't believe you're going to see them again, but I'm not going to say that to somebody that believes in heaven or believes in the afterlife or something like that.
I'm sorry, I was just suddenly shocked by a statement that was put in the chat, by the way. What?
That's not true.
Yeah, I know. Ollie had the same reaction I did.
That's-
Sorry, I probably screwed up this podcast, right?
The
No.
podcast.
Oh, nice play. Yeah, you didn't ruin anything. You're doing great.
No, yeah, you're doing fine, dude.
Yeah, well,
Blood pressure issues. Oh, so you got to go on to edibles. All right.
Good lad. Your free Neil the 604 Atheist gummies are on the way. Just check your
Yeah.
mailbox that I definitely have.
Hold on, you got me thinking about that now.
Patreon exclusive. Oh, we could get it. Oh, we could brand you and put Neil Gummy Gummies.
Yeah, yeah. As long as I have the little bear ears. You know?
Yeah,
I mean,
like the meme.
yeah, yeah.
can I throw something in really fast?
Yeah.
Sure.
For anybody that is making fun of me right now, I just want to remind everybody. Just saying. Just
That's true.
Word. I have one question. Like, so what was like that, like growing up phase? Like, did they make you go to church every Sunday? Because you said like your dad became an atheist and then everybody else did eventually, but like, they still make you go to like Sunday school every week and dress up and do all that stuff? Or you guys were kind of like way casual?
it was way casual. It was, yeah. I remember it turned into a thing where, like, I'm guessing most children, if I'm not feeling very well this morning. Sunday I don't. But no, it wasn't like thrust upon us. It wasn't, it was just, whatever. We just run the course, do the traditional stuff, and so it wasn't bad.
You're funny. You're always sick on Sundays.
It's weird, right? It's weird. It's
I'll
so
tell you,
weird.
there was some weekdays that I didn't feel well either, because school just didn't sound appealing at that time. But yeah, for the most part.
It's like, no, I got to do that test today. No, my stomach is definitely hurting today. Didn't study for it at all.
Well, I don't know if I was the wisest 6-year-old in the world, on the planet, in the universe, whatever. I do remember that was one thing. It made my dad do a double take where I was 6 years old. This is a very solid memory, and he said that he was looking out the window and he said, "I'm talking to God." And did you call him? What? You're talking to, how'd you get in touch with him? And I remember him looking back at me like he didn't know how to answer the question. And it was, that was, again, a dead ringer for me as a very young child. This is just like imaginary friend shit. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yep. It's like having like a childhood, when you're a kid and you have those imaginary friends. Same thing, man.
Yeah. That's what I remember thinking as a little kid. And I was blown away. This doesn't add up. I don't know how to account for any of it, but
Oh, okay, good. Very good. So I'm assuming here, because you fell out of the whole belief system quite early.
yes.
Was there anyone ever in your life that tried to sort of rein you back in at all, or?
Absolutely. Numerous times.
All right, we'll talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Excuse me. When I was, I think 16 years old, a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours at high school, died in a car crash. And we were all very close. He was a really sweet guy, really neat individual. My closest friend. Okay. So maybe I could go into a story here. I'll do my best to make it succinct. He played drums. I played guitar. We played music together. Very much into aviation, astronomy, all that kind of stuff.
You play guitar?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
What? Now the story's getting good. Tell me what kind of guitar you got right now?
I don't know, which one of the 17 do you want me to talk about?
Woo, my man.
Oh shit!
We found a deep vein here, Neil. A deep vein of pure gold.
I think so.
Before I forget, let me just I'll just rip this out really fast. So it was really sad to me that this, like, my formative years, this was my guy, my best friend. We recorded music together. We built RC aircraft together. Sermon on the Mount, something about getting rid of everything. And when our friend died in that crash, he had his family was so devoutly, like, Baptist religious. He had no coping mechanisms. And I remember it was literally like a week later that I went over to his house, and he got rid of all of his music equipment, got rid of all of his RC stuff. His walls were bare, and it made me so sad. To this day, I don't know what happened to that dude. I talked to his sister about 5 years ago, and she said, yeah, he moved to like some cult it was ironically Colton, California, I think, something like that. Some religious cult, and family, nobody knows anything about him at this point. And that was one where I was like, damn, that's not good. that's pretty sad. I'm sorry. I'll shut up here.
Oh, you're good.
No, this is all you supposed to be telling us the stories and stuff like that, man.
Oh my goodness. Well, was there anything else on that I should have mentioned? Or
I said you had multiple times that people tried to sort of reel you back in. I want to hear like when these people were doing that, what kind of conversations were you having with them? Stuff like that. Like, what were you sort of saying to them when they were trying to rope you?
The most recent, that's tough. Yeah, it's and in fact, that's why I would be grateful for feedback, because the most recent, like a friend of mine, he's the nicest guy. He's a great guy. But every time he says, well, I heard you're struggling with this, or you're dealing with this, I just want you to know there's a better way. And he'll bring up the religious stuff, and I've literally said, hey man, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. I've studied, I've looked, it's just not for me. I love you and you're my friend, and so let's just go from there. And well, that's fine, but I just want you to know there is a better way. And what do I say to that?
Well, what I would do is I would say, okay, that's interesting. Why do you think it's a better way? Start asking those kinds of questions.
Okay.
Hey, what the hell? How
Yeah.
Well, and I think I said something similar to that, where it's like, if all Christians were you and they were unified, and this is how Christians were, I'm just aware of all the damage it's done. But if this was the case, I'd probably be a Christian. That doesn't mean I'd be a believer in whatever, or a worshiper of anything, but I would at least be you could call me a Christian if this is how you treat people. And because he is really a sweet guy, like, he's, there's nothing negative. It's just all the baggage that comes with the religion that I'm not supporting.
Right. But I would just be interested in finding out from him why he thinks it's a better way. When, I mean, the stuff you do for your day-to-day life, it's all you, right? You're not looking for help from some invisible fucking sky daddy, right? So
that's really good. I don't think I had the length of conversation to get into him with that, but that's pretty much what I did try, or where I was going to go with it was, well, why can't you do this without that belief? Why is this
many people
imaginary friend necessary?
Well, he's not, but I mean, many people do. They go go through all kinds of traumatic events and come out on top, right? Without the need of any fucking pretend mythological creatures. We'll call them.
Well, if I could, again, I really appreciate all the time you guys are giving me, and if there's one more thing I could throw in, I want to let you know that I'm a little bit. Well,
Plenty.
you might cut it short once you get to know me a little better, but
we will regret this.
No, I wanted to say. So you were talking about the before people trying to pull you back in or anything like that.
Yeah.
One of the said situation where a friend died in a car crash, and then again, person had no my best friend had no coping mechanisms, no way to deal with that whole situation, and invited me to the youth group. And I remember being and I've been to a bunch of them, but I just remember not only had I read the NIV version of the Bible and the King James version of the Bible and the Quran and you name it, I was a big reader. When it was, okay, well, everybody, let's sit down and hold hands. I'm a little bit OCD, and I remember thinking how disgusting this was, that I don't fucking know you. Why am I get your goddamn dirty hands off me? And followed by 12 minutes of I'm guessing we got musicians, both of you are musicians, 12 minutes of a 1-4-5 progression where I was just bored out of my fucking mind. Like, seriously, are we gonna
shake it up?
The most basic shit too.
Yeah.
Right.
1, 4, 5. It couldn't even be.
It's just a 3, 4, 7 time or something here. Like, what the fuck? Shake it up a little bit.
Give me something. Give me a 1, 2, 8. Like, just fuck everybody.
I want to feel inspired.
Let's get dissonant.
Yeah.
There's some minors in there.
I wanted some inspiration, and all I felt was boredom.
For a guitar player.
I'm sorry.
I said for a guitar player, that I'm just like running this through my head now. I'm like, oh, that's terrible. That's the same like 2 strings for an hour and a half.
Well, and I'm guessing you guys have been through the same process where those songs, they just go on and on. There's no substance.
It's a song that never ends.
Right. It's like, just come over to my house. I'll rock you out, and we'll really have a connection. Like,
Oh no, it's Satan.
Like, you can't let Satan have everything, guys. Come on, you got to at least keep some like chord progressions from Satan. You don't have to. You can change the message, but take the chord progressions. I
always loved that. What's his fucking name? Bobcat Goldthwait said something funny one time. He goes, yeah, so apparently the devil writes all the rock songs in the world. Oh yeah, they're all written by the devil. Yeah, I could just see Beelzebub down there in the bowels of hell going, "We are the world. We are the children. You go, Beelzebub." Yeah.
Talking about unity.
Yeah. Do they know it's Christmas? Another hit. Woo! All right.
Nice.
I got one more thing for you guys. Maybe.
Right. But quick mental note decision kind of thing going on.
The reason, see, I'm geared up towards the mic and the camera. I don't know what I'm doing. This is part of my reasoning for being so incredibly insecure and not feeling articulate. The first 2 speeches I ever gave in my life were at a Mormon congregation. Credit to my mom that she sat there and helped me plan. But again, I'm talking, age 5 and then like age 7. Yeah. And it's so goddamn disrespectful to clap in a church. I remember my heart was pounding and I was like, calm yourself. Now as an adult, I would just be like, okay, smoke a joint, take a swig. And it was heart pounding, just heart throbbing, and got through it. And I remember standing there and looking at everybody, and just everybody completely saw, whatever.
Oh, that's weird.
And that was the first one. And then when I was like 7, in front of hundreds of people, and that stuck with me. That's like through my whole life. I felt like I'm a terrible. Well, I'm pretty confident. I'm doing that right now. Like I want to hear the feedback on how poor I'm doing right now, because
No, Mike, you're doing fine. You're doing fine, man.
The only thing you're doing wrong is you're picking on the guest.
Which one? Which?
You are the guest, Mike.
Use the guest. Stop picking on yourself.
It's really nice of you.
Humor.
That's really nice of you.
I do that shit all the time too, so I think it's funny as fuck. Oh.
Yeah, but the way you come across, Neil, you're like I said, man, when we were talking before, like if you were the dude that was rolling down the street and I accidentally bumped into your car, I'd be like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna fuck me up. He's pissed off, and
my life is over.
And you're the nicest, sweetest dude, and so there's clearly a lot of problems here.
There's some feedback for you from Errol.
What?
Dude, you're doing awesome.
I only see you're in the show.
Oh.
Which is making me further self-conscious.
See, I can pull up comments from the chat. Right? So
you can't see us?
I can see you. And this isn't making for good podcast, huh? Mikey, thank you so much. You're amazing. You're such a nice guy.
It's not over yet.
Neil, amazing. I guess
But Mike, we're not done.
All right, if it must go on.
Well, I mean, we're going to do this, and then we have an after party, man, where you get to meet more people.
So I should probably not drink too much before the after party, right?
Well, you're on your first glass, right?
Yeah, and I'm very nervous still. So
really,
dealer's choice.
All right.
Oh, and Neil, I've only had like 2 drinks in a week.
You guys, thank you so much. That's didn't have to do that for me.
What's that? What did we do?
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Can you see that, Mike? Can we pull up the comments?
The same, just where exactly where I'm
okay.
At. Yeah.
I was more nervous than you. You got this.
Yeah. There you
Thank you. And I disagree.
That's very sweet. You're wrong.
Kyle was pretty nervous, that's for sure. But he loosened up pretty good though. He's a pot smoker too, and I'm just like, dude, just fucking, you're good. We'll chill. It's all good. It's all low key. And a little bit of tuna left.
Oh, dude! Please tell me that was dinner.
But I had a couple of tuna sandwiches when I got home on ciabatta buns too, which is fucking yum.
I'm just like, oh yeah, tuna for my lunch. It's like, wait, what? No, Neil.
You guys are good at this. This is so nerve-wracking. Wow. I forgot that I was actually on camera. I'm just staring at the screen and just thinking, wow, how good you guys are. How articulate and how damn you.
We play off each other. That's why I keep them around.
You got that chemistry, alchemy, physics.
Alchemy.
Well,
alchemy became chemistry.
Still confused why I was asked to be part of this, but I, again, couldn't be more grateful. Are you kidding me? Like, this is ridiculous.
Mike, everybody's got a story to share, right? Mm-hmm. So everyone's allowed to come on here. Mm-hmm. Well, as long as you're not a complete douche canoe, then, then I might have issues, but...
I hope not. I'm doing my best.
No. You're a Pacific Northwester like me, sort of. Well, I'm technically a Pacific Southwester in
That's
Canada.
Right. You're in Vancouver, right?
Yeah, just outside of it, yeah.
So we're actually pretty close to each other.
Yep. You could literally drive up here in probably less than 8 hours, I would think.
Yeah, that's if Canada's going to let me into your country. Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
sure. You just got to wait until they look the other way, then you just drive through.
they're
They go,
very
"Oh."
polite.
Yeah, oh, sorry about that. Hey, I had to grab something. And then they just, oh, you're good. You're good. Come spend money up here. Just,
RCMP, there's a guy
Don't buy the
sneaking
gas.
across the board. There's a guy sneaking across the border right behind you. Come on, guys.
RC's like, hang on. Oh, yeah, I see him. Let's go get him. There's an RCMP
Slow
that lives in my
down.
building here. Believe me, folks, cops do drugs too.
In Canada, sure.
Don't let them fool you. Oh no, I know for sure because I dated a gal back in the day, and her dad was a police chief at the Vancouver Police, and he would.
You certainly
us
like to
up.
play. You certainly like to play with fire, don't you, there, Neil?
I do indeed.
The police chief's daughter. Oh, that's the scariest girl to date ever in high school, or like the
He loved
principal's
me.
daughter or
Dude. He
something.
fucking loved me.
Oh, look at him.
He even gave me an old Canucks jersey, the old school with the V on it, giant fucking V when they were yellow, bright, ugly yellow, which I promptly sold for like $60. But
Nice.
because I'm an asshole.
But I'm also thinking of like you, Neil. Now this is 18-year-old Neil with
No,
cutoffs and
I was probably 26 or 7 at the time.
oh, this is debonair Neil.
No, still had the hair. I was working in a record store. Well, managing the one in Richmond Center at the time. So,
Cool,
yeah.
Neil. That's what Neil this was.
Yeah.
Very
Right around
cool.
the time when I got to meet Ozzy Osbourne. So, right around.
So, yep.
around there.
You're definitely in the cool era.
Yeah. What happened, man? Now I pull my back and I got to walk around with a cane. And I got to wear adult diapers. Well, actually, I'm going to have to anyways. But on the 29th, I go in for that colonoscopy, and they make you drink all this laxative stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to have to like sleep with like Depends on or something.
May I ask you
my
how old
goodness.
you are, Neil, or is that incredibly rude?
No, I don't care. I'm about 497, I guess.
I've heard the biblical stories about Neil. Yes.
Who do you think taught Noah how to build the ark?
I remember somebody telling me I'm 42, and I remember, well, when you're 45, you want to go in for your first colonoscopy, and I'm like, well, I'll just, I guess, drink and smoke myself in oblivion until so I don't have to do that. I don't know.
No, dude. The drugs they give you for that are way better.
Yeah.
And apparently, you need to make sure you've got a 24-hour schedule where you're not doing shit.
Literally.
I think that's the opposite of literal. Are you supposed to do nothing but shit and get everything?
Neil Ferratu. I like it. I like it.
That's a good one.
Staggy's definitely allowed in the after party. Well, he comes in anyway, so. And
earned
yes,
a spot.
Ollie, I am 55. I am the American speed limit.
Wow, man. Well, good for you, and you definitely don't look 55.
I like you better now.
About 155.
That's what I was gonna say. I did. I did.
I was figuring, like you and fucking Keith Richards were like the first two humans, and then Betty White or something. Yeah, I was around, and Adam and Eve were there, and they're like, "Hey, God, it's great and all, but who the hell's that guy?" God was like, "I don't know. I think his name's Neil. He's been here since before I got here." So. Yeah. I'm a relic, folks. That should be my new name, Relic. Classic. I like that. Well, I don't know. It's a little too
okay. We'll workshop it.
promoting. Skywatcher 61 next month. Born in 61. Ooh.
What most epic gold is that what they're called? Golden birthdays?
I think all these
Or
do
is
is
that-
triple fucking coins thing.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, Mike, I didn't tell you. We have a game here on the show. And when you see the little hashtag coins thing pop up, you're supposed to drink. Or in all these cases,
Not a
he doesn't
problem.
drink,
Not a problem.
he takes a hoot. There, see? Told you. Ollie right there. See? Triple coins. Fucking Ollie.
So is that what
Game in
everybody's
the system.
doing, or what?
It's the hashtag coins drinking game on the show because my phone goes off quite a bit. So
It's
And I
also
think B
weird.
just fucking texted me again too.
Damn it,
Oh,
B.
no, fuck it. It's Dave. It's Simply Secular Dave. Like he's not even in the
God.
chat. What are you doing?
Dave, behave.
He's like, "Are you streaming tonight?" It's like, "Let's fucking get here." Here's Dave. Are you streaming tonight? Yes.
Why would he just go to your YouTube channel? That would be the easiest way. It's way quicker than typing that out.
right? Like just
You
B
could
just
just
texted
look.
me, accuser. Sorry, B, but you already texted me once. You said for Ollie. So, you know. There's Dave. He's all thumbs up. I think he's in a Timmy's. Tim Hortons there? Is that Tim Hortons? Oh, no, it's Krispy Kreme.
I was about to say, that looks like
motherfucker.
Krispy Kreme. I saw the green, red, and white.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
I'm a fag. How did I know that?
What a guy.
Damn marketing.
There you go. I texted you back. Be guilty. It's funny. We're having like weird conversations through this chat, through my texting, through it's like, what the hell's going on here?
it's all over the place.
Yes, I was born in 1966. Back when
Is there-
wheels were square.
Did you have to trudge through the snow when you had to go to school and
Uphill both
Uphill.
ways.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but plastic bags and cardboard boxes to wear shoes.
okay, yeah.
And then there's that one winter we had to eat our shoes.
Yep.
Well, in Canada, you must have
Full
snow
start the
all the
horses.
time. So
No, we don't. You know, you want to hear a funny story? I have a friend. Her name is Lori. Who used to work at the border, and she said one time it was August. Okay, and she's working the border. These guys came up from Florida, and they had their snowboards strapped to the roof of the car. She's like, "Hey guys, welcome. What you guys up here? Oh, we're gonna go snowboarding." She's like, "No, you're not." They're like, "What do you mean? You guys have snow?" Like, it doesn't. This what? It's
not
August,
winter.
you moron. It's like you got to go way into the country to hit any snow-capped peaks, right? In August here, it's like, come on, guys. Thinking cap. Oh, you're American. Never mind. Sorry, Americans.
We sold our thinking caps. Sorry.
But it's true. They think
I'm
when
on
you come up
board.
here, you come across the border, it's like instant snow. It's like we're fucking the Disneyland of snow or something. Like you're gonna be welcomed by a moose and a snowman when you hit the border. Well, you will, but you know,
Take a while.
our snowman that's the cocaine dealer. That's what we call him, snowman.
Old Frosty.
Just kidding. Oh, Frosty. What's this? Oh, all right. Yeah. Is anyone interested in being deprogrammed from the Christian religious cult? That's what we talk about here on the show. It's people that found their way out of a ridiculous belief system. Look at tons of mice. You had shoes to eat? Lucky devil.
Spoiled rotten.
Yeah, it's really chewy, especially if they're Vans or something.
That was a whole depression thing.
Yeah, probably.
Boil the leather off the shoes.
So, Mike, are any of your friends or relatives like that you currently have on the go? Are they still quite religious, or are they pretty much free and clear of that stuff now?
Yeah. Most of the people I'm around are pretty atheist.
Very good. Well, you are in Portland or Oregon or whatever, so
Yeah. It's a pretty
fairly secular state.
Yeah. I definitely have, like I said, the couple of people I mentioned, one of which I'll probably never see again, and the other that I hope I can continue a friendship with. But yeah, a couple friends that are really devout. But for the most part, yeah, it's pretty liberal here, pretty atheistic.
Progressive. Yeah, some old friends of mine live down there as well. They don't like me anymore, but can't please 100% of people 100% of the time, I guess.
I think that's
Yeah, I don't bother trying, but you know, people who like what I do are going to stick around, and people who don't aren't. the way I look at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I've got a pretty good group of people that are that come into the after parties. You know, I've built I think, anyways, a pretty good, strong, supportive community with a lot of the folks that I've had on the show. And I mean, I'm closing in on, what is it, almost 400 fucking interviews now. So,
well, Neil,
interviews.
Can I interject really fast?
I don't know.
I'm a cis male, and I just want to give you a big hug. So I think you are doing a pretty goddamn good job. All right.
I'll take hugs from anybody. I don't care. I'll take
really.
Yeah, you betcha. This is one of the first things we did when everyone met up at Faithless Farm. It was a big fucking hug fest. So yeah,
humans like hugs.
Yeah, human connection, man. Just an affectionate type of hug or something like that. It's. I think we need more of that stuff. I think people sort of lost that. And I understand that not everybody wants someone in their face and in their space all the time. I get that. I have days like that too. But I think just that human contact and touch is needed.
Absolutely.
So
it goes a long ways. Unless you don't want it.
Airlock got it. I charge $1 a hug. Extra Delight said, I got a free hug while crossing the street one time. Awesome. But getting hit by a bus doesn't count as a hug, I think.
It's a bus hug.
It's a bus hug. I remember standing, I was a kid, and we used to have a little twin theater that we used to go to all the time, and I'd go see a movie like 8 times in a row back in the day. Like, so I'm talking like along to like the original Bad News Bears times kind of thing, right? And I remember I was pretty tall even as a kid, and I remember standing and looking down the street like this, the opposite way, like traffic would be coming this way, and I'd be looking down the street like this. And the bus pulled up, and the side mirror fucking smoked me in the back of the head. And I got knocked for it. I didn't fall down, but I was like, what the fuck? And the bus driver is just cracking up. He's like, I got you. Because I see the same bus drivers. I would have the same one every fucking weekend when we went to the movies. So I just turned around. I was like, hey, you motherfucker. Like this kind of thing.
You again.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. I'm sorry. I have a problem with that.
No, I don't care. It was funny. It didn't hurt. He basically just tapped me and nudged me. He knew what he was doing. I could have been fucking decapitated if he was going like full on. But now what? Now who's texting me?
Headless Neil.
Yeah.
Photoshop people, get your Photoshopping skills together. I got to see this now.
Just on a hinge.
I bet it's just the floating beard and the bandana, like the head's gone, but the hair and the bandana is still there.
Were we supposed to design something like that for like the
masks?
Yeah, the masks and stuff, but which really isn't going to be a thing much longer, anyways. Tomorrow here in BC, they are removing the mask mandates.
They just did ours last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they're at work. They already said, yeah, you don't really have to wear them anymore because everybody at work is vaccinated and.
Ooh, I wish I could say that.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember where I read it though, but I read just recently that there's now some studies showing that there's some long-term brain issues from COVID too, like stuff that people should be worried about.
I should probably look at that list.
Yeah, I would too. I'm not sure what the severity is of it too. I just kind of glanced at it because it was on lunch break and I only get a half an hour to eat. So, and my lunches are huge.
He has several lunch boxes.
I'll get the feet long Subway. Feet long? Yeah, about 4 feet long.
It just comes on like a big long line and you just cut off how many feet you want.
Look at Ox on Twitch. Thanks for doing it on Twitch, Ox. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Really, Mikey's telling me we're gonna have some cool little treats coming up soon, production wise. So yeah. You heard it here first. Well, where else would you hear it, really? I guess, but
Twitter.
it was written on
viral
the bathroom wall. Neil's got cool stuff coming up. Good time call 604. No. Oh man, my phone is just going off the hook again here, guys. So drink up, folks.
Oh, this is a Neil. For the last couple shows, both of us have not been drinking alcohol.
I know. Well, I can't because of the blood thinners. So,
And for some reason, I am not either.
and this just taunts me every single time. Taunt. You can't drink.
Here, I'll get rid of that distraction.
I
That's a
didn't-
distraction.
I didn't realize that was the situation. I'm so sorry. Damn it.
Yeah. I have. Well, technically, they're anticoagulants. They don't really actually thin your blood, but they keep your blood from coagulating. So, which apparently I have to go off the pills for a couple of days before the colonoscopy too. So,
Yeah, they don't need you. If you bleed,
yeah.
they need it to be able to stop.
Yes. I don't seem to have an issue with the bleeding because I've cut myself shaving or bit my tongue or whatever, and it pretty much stops. But oh well.
Yeah.
Neil was here and now he's gone. He left his name to carry on. Yes. There's lots of Neils out there. Neil Young,
Neil Peart.
Neil Peart. Well, he's no longer with us.
So,
So yeah, it's too bad. One of the best technical drummers on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am on paint thinner. That's exactly what I'm on. Paint thinner. I need all that paint
Okay.
flowing through my veins to be thinner. Well, guys, you know what we can do? We can wrap this up a little early. I mean, it is actually 10 after 6 now, and we'll go live with the after party at about 6:30. So,
and you've had the most boring guest ever.
well, no, just your story was shorter than many, but that's okay. We filled the space, man. We'll talk about all kinds of shit on the show. That's why I put in when I announced it on Twitter, I said we'll talk about Here's Story and probably lots of other things. So,
If I may just throw that in really fast, thank you again, both of you, fine gentlemen. Really appreciate it. This has been something completely foreign to me. I've never done this in my life. Like I was telling my friend that I talked to at 3:00 this afternoon, you put a fucking instrument over in front of me. I'm comfortable. I've been on stage in front of a lot of people. I've never done anything like this. So this was nerve-wracking. So thank you, gentlemen, both so much.
yeah, my pleasure, sir. It was great having you on here, and you did fine, man. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
You did fine. We are our own worst critics, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I tried drinking latex, no tons of mice. I think I have some in the closet over there. I'll get on to some. I have kitchen and bathroom. That's okay? It is latex.
Do you take yours on the rocks or just straight?
Just straight up, like yeah, shit with the rocks and stuff.
It really enhances the flavor, though.
Oh, does it though? It does, Eric. With my scotch, I do a little shot of water, but that's like it, just to help it blossom.
Mm-hmm.
Blossom.
For the aromatics.
The aromatics, that's correct.
Indeed.
Yeah, so, I like some good single malt scotch, but 100-year-olds.
See, I'm not a guest. You guys could just do this all night. This is
probably
fantastic entertainment. Like, you guys are great.
Well, Airlock says thanks for sharing, by the way. So, and I appreciate you. So does Ollie. Ollie says that too. Look at that. Yeah, great show. See, they liked it, man. See, I told you. You're gonna meet Ollie. He'll be in the after party, and so will Stags, more than likely. Tons of Mice never comes in the after party. He likes to sit in the chat and poke fun at us. That's pretty much his job.
He's very good at it.
Yeah.
He's employee of the month.
Yeah, always. It's always tons of mice. All right. That's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to get out of here, get into an after party after a short break, of course, a little bio break, grab a snack or a new drink or fill her up or whatever you want to do. Mike, my friend, thanks for coming on, man. And you actually have my cell number, so you can text me whenever you need to and stuff like that. You're always welcome into the after parties after this as well, too. By the way.
Before you cut it off, so I can do the total douchebag thing, and don't forget to check out my new album, and it's dropping. And I got nothing. No, thank you so much.
Yo.
Yeah, and I'll be on like a Today Show Sunday morning, not going to church, and I got nothing. Thank you so much, Neil. Thank you so much, Mikey. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Our pleasure, sir. And there's more to come. So all you guys out there in the chat hanging out here, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you guys being here and having some fun with us in the chat and stuff like that. You guys are awesome. And the amazing patrons. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. So I appreciate everything you do. Big hearts like Amy likes to do, Amy Newman. You guys are awesome.
Black heart.
Yeah, might be black heart. Thank you guys. And all the rest of the shows you guys know I'm involved with. All the links are down below if you haven't seen any of them before. We're not sure if Drinking Out Loud is going to be a thing anymore. I haven't actually spoken to Andy in a while, so we'll figure it out at some point. But we've done like about 8 or 9 episodes there. What?
Hey Neil, I won't have a job to go back to on Saturdays.
Oh, so should we do our own?
We could puff out loud.
Puff out loud. Token out loud.
No, I can't be in the token show. No.
That's Mikey's new nickname, like on South Park.
No. Absolutely not. You know what? I do have to work on Saturdays. I'm going to go back to work just that one day a week. I'm unfortunately unavailable.
Mikey, I would never actually do that to you. I'm fucking just kidding.
How did that backfire so quickly?
Now you're just looking at me like, sleep with one eye open, bitch.
This layout's going to be great. No, it looks fine, Neil. It looks fine. I've just got your face over like the worst shit possible. Looking great, buddy.
There you go. Toki famine. Gold, I tell you. Gold.
Oh, he's so good at his job.
Puffing out loud. I'll do the puffing out loud.
I'm gonna wait till you cut the show off to say what I'm thinking. You guys are too hilarious. This is ridiculous.
Is there
all
a
right,
puff pass? No, there's a joke there.
Let's get the fuck out of here, you guys.
The
All
puff pastor.
If you guys would just can it for a second, we can get the hell out of here and take a quick break and get into an after party. That's all right. All right. Once again, thanks everybody. Thanks again, Mike. And
thank you, sir. Thank you, Mikey.
You're an amazing guy. Thank you, Mikey, for all you do for the show as well.
Love both of you guys. Amazing.
And I can't. Things are even going to get even better, you guys. I can't even imagine that. I'm already like, is this shitty? It was this futuristic stuff and shit. All right, so intergalactic. Yeah. All right, guys. Like I always say, which one is it now? Oh yeah, right. No. That's the one. Like I always say at the end of these interviews, like the late great Christopher Hitchens once said, it's called faith because wrong one. Because it's not knowledge. And we'll see you guys next time.